A warm welcome. This is Electric Energy Generation, Utilization and Conservation course with lecture 4.1 focusing on the merits of electric traction and the requirements of electric traction system. We know the locomotive in which the driving or tractive force is obtained from the electric motors is called electric traction. Actually, the electric traction has many advantages when compared to the non-electrical system of traction, which includes the steam traction in itself. The electric traction is used in electric trains, trolley buses, tram cars, diesel electric vehicles, etc. About what are the merits of electric traction. So while considering a non-electric traction system, they do not use electrical energy first. But when comparing electric traction systems, they purely depend upon either AC supply or DC supply of electricity. So while considering the non-electric systems, the examples are steam engine drive, which are used in the railways, and this may be further classified into two groups, namely self-contained vehicles or locomotives, that is either battery electric drive or diesel electric drive. And the second classification is the vehicles which receive electric power from a distribution network or suitably placed substations, namely railway electric locomotive fed from overhead AC supply, or tramways and trolley buses which are supplied with DC supply. But in electric traction, it itself depends upon the AC and DC supply directly. In general, the following electric traction systems are existing in the world. I mean, the AC, it is of 3-phase 3.7 kilovolt system, and AC single phase 15 bar 16 kilovolt with 161 bar 25 hertz, and AC single phase 20 bar 25 kV with 50 bar 60 hertz, DC 600 volt, 1200 volt, 1.5 kV and 3 kV. So these are the general advantages when compared to non-electric traction system. Let us say what are the requirements of an electric traction system means. It need high adhesion coefficient, so that when the traction effort or tractive effort gets started, it will gain rapid acceleration. Second, the locomotive or the train unit should be self-contained so that it can run on any route. There should be minimum wear on the track because the acceleration will be more. Next is it should be possible to overload the equipment at least for short periods. Then the equipment required should be minimum. That is, the efficiency should be very high, number of equipment should be less, and the initial as well as the maintenance cost should be low. And next one is it should be pollution free. And next is the speed control should be very easy. It should be ready to stop the traction immediately if needed. Next, the braking should be such that there should be minimum wear which may be cast in the brake shoes, and if possible the energy should be regenerated and returned to the supply during the braking period. Normally we call this type of braking as regenerative braking. And the main supply systems which are provided in electric traction are the DC current system and the single phase AC system under low frequency and at normal frequency operation, and a 3-phase AC system. Either of the three methods can be used for supplying the electric tractions. Thank you.